What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, guys, I will be showing you this Kia Picanto that I just picked up for £1,600 including all fees. It is a 2010 Kia Picanto Domino. Now, as you can see, guys, as I mentioned, it's a category N, but it is looking really clean. I have gone to the effort of cleaning the car so we can get a better picture of how bad this car is and how much work it's really going to take to get this car prepped, ready for sale, and hopefully make a decent profit. So rather than showing you the car all dirty, I've cleaned it so we can get a better idea of exactly how bad the bodywork is. So starting off with obviously the obvious bits on the car is that number plate needs addressing. As you can see, I've already got one, and that will just need to be taken out the front window and then put to the bumper when we are done. Moving over to the passenger side. Now, as you can see, the paint on this car is in really good condition. Once it's polished, it's going to look really nice. However, these wheels, we need to take these hubcaps off, sand them down, coat of silver paint, and then obviously the steel wheels behind, wire brush them, and then give them a coat of black paint, obviously on all four wheels, and make them look as good as it did when it came out of the showroom. Moving over to the rear of the car now. This is a different story. No damage to this car, to the rear of the bumper, shall I point out. No damage at all. It's just someone painted this bumper at some point, but they didn't sand it down and prep it right. They've just basically painted over it. As you can see, it's literally as smooth as a baby's bum. So no paint is obviously going to stick on that. So we need to obviously give that a nice sanding down, prep it really well, coat it with black paint. Moving over to the driver's side. Now, as you can see, I did mention it is a category N, but is in really good condition. However, we do have some scratches here that need to be potentially sanded down with a really fine sandpaper, and that could potentially polish out. Here we've got another one here. Hopefully that there is the same. Does feel quite deep, this one here, but I'm hoping as much as it polishes out, I'm going to just do it. I'm not going to paint anything on this car because it's not that bad, and I'll explain why in just a minute. As you can see, here is the main bit here. Again, I think that will polish out decent enough. I don't really care if there's steel marks showing, because if you look at this car, it's in really good condition, and if I paint it with a can and mess it up, it's going to actually make the car look like it was damaged worse than it really is. So we see how bad it looks once we polish it up. Fingers crossed it's not too bad, but for now I might just polish it and just leave it. We'll see how bad it is. Moving over to the interior of the car. Oh yeah, we've got this here as well. We do have damage to the front bumper, but I have looked online. Unfortunately, there is no front bumpers with the fog lights. The only ones are the plain ones without the fog lights. So I might try and repair that front bumper. Moving over to the interior. As you can see, guys, I have got it cleaned inside and out, but it is going to need a wet vac. However, what I do is I just get them to do the inside and out. It gets most of the dirt off, and it makes it a little bit easier for me to do. So the seats are cleaned, the carpets have been vacuumed. It is going to need more of a vac, but majority of the shit that was in here is taken out. I'll chuck in a clip of what the inside looked like right about now. But now that you see what it looks like, we do have some electric windows in the front. We've got manual windows in the back. The seats are in really good condition. Obviously, they are going to need a clean. Probably potentially get some new mats for it as well, but it's not too bad. Now, mileage 46,474. Really low mileage, but we've also got an automatic gearbox to go with it. Not only do we have that, guys, we have got some service with this car. So let's have a look what we got with it. So come on, where we go. Starting off with that 10,000 miles first service, 20,000 second, 30,000, 37,000, 38,900 in 2015, 40,800 in 2016, 43,471 in 2018. So 3,000 miles ago, this car was serviced. Not that bad in my opinion. 3,000 miles ago, we've been through lockdown as well, so the car's clearly not been used. However, it is a few years since, so maybe I might just give it a fresh oil filter, air filter, just to freshen it up, and this car should be good to go. Right, for now, let's go and get this bumper painted, address the wings, and potentially polish this whole car, and fingers crossed it comes out really good. So let's get in. Right guys, car drives absolutely amazing. Really happy with this one. I've just stopped to get some paint. I've got some primer, black paint for the wheels, as well as paint to match the car. So not something that's bought off the shelf, but actually something that's been made to match the car. So fingers crossed that looks really good once the car has been painted to it, and it doesn't look like it's been painted. And the car looks as good as new really, so I'm really happy with that. That cost me I think around £17, but we will run for the numbers once I'm done, and we will see exactly how much money I should make on this one when it's done. So stay tuned, see when I get back. Right guys, as you can see, got started on the bumper. Been using this Ryobi orbital, does a really good job, and I prepped everything alongside the little scratches on the door, as well as the front wing and the door. So fingers crossed it's not too bad and we don't have to paint it, but we'll see how we get on in a minute. For now, let's start off with the bumper. Let's get it cleaned off first, give it a little wipe down, and see how it looks with the first coat of paint. Right, there she there. Remember, there was some scuffs over the wing. All I've done is polished it. I've not actually painted this car, and it's turned out really well. As you can see, there was some scuffs there. There's still a few scuffs. Let me try and get that way or that way. You can still see them slightly, but as I said, I'm not bothering painting it. The paint on this car is really good. The only thing I haven't done is done the wheels, because I've actually got to take off the wheels in order to take the wheel trims off, which has just made an extra amount of work, and unfortunately I don't have time to do that. So instead of listing this car for £3,000, I put it up for 2,500. Oh yeah, I need to get that number plate in the front window and put it on the front. So like I was saying, I listed it up for 2,500, and luckily someone's made me an offer for 2,200. They should be coming today. That will give me a nice little profit of £600 if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, we should be good to go. Have a look at that. Turned out really nice. Remember what the back bumper looked like, all scuffed up. That's been painted, cost me £20 for a tin of paint, and I had lacquer left over from previous jobs, so I just put it over. I just need to give it one little polish just to bring that shine out, but it's turned out really well guys. A nice little £600 profit, and we're moving on to the next. So let's have a look what the inside looks like. Turned out really good. Sorry guys about the noise. I just parked up by this little hard shoulder, and people seem to be going, but coming up and down. Yeah, have a look. Interior's turned out really nice. Let's have a look at the rear seats. Rear seats looking really good. Oh yeah, that reminds me, let me not forget this here. That reminds me, I've got carpets for this, so I need to get the mats fitted in there. Little quick clean down there, fit the mats, and we should be done. So fingers crossed it does sell. £600 is a nice little profit for us, and if it does sell at that, then we've got 2,200 to spend on something else, get something else fixed, and then move on to the next. Fingers crossed we sell all the cars that I've had for many months now, and we can sort of start moving forward with the progress. Hope you guys enjoyed the video guys. I will continue the video if this car sells. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you're not subscribed to the channel just yet, make sure you like, subscribe and share, and I will see you people in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.